Hello everyone to the Narar Sim series, and it's time for the season to begin. We saw about a week ago the clash at Canadian Tire, I believe, and the winner was Chase Elliott, who won the clash. So let's see who's gonna come out on top and be the Daytona 500 champion for the 2024 season. So, for those of you that are new here, here is the schedule for the season. Daytona 500. Then we head to Atlanta, Colorado, Las Vegas, Chicagoland, Phoenix, Coda, Texas, Bristol, Kansas, Talladega, Darlington, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Martinsville, Dover, Indianapolis, New Hampshire, Sonoma, Pocono, Chicago, Street Course, Road America, Richmond, Nashville, Michigan, and Daytona to round out the regular season. And then our round of 16, Atlanta, Colorado, Bristol. Round of 12, Darlington, Watkins Glen, Charlotte, Roval, Auto Club, Martinsville, Las Vegas, and the championship at Homestead Miami Speedway. So, we're gonna show you guys the entry list here. And all the schemes that will be ran here at Daytona. From the 1 Ross Chastain to the 99 Daniel Suarez. So here we go. We'll go through from the 1. So Ross Chastain driving the Busch Light number 1 Chevy Camaro. Austin Cindric, he's going to be driving the Team Penske number 2 Discount Tire Ford Mustang. Can he win his second Daytona 500? Austin Dillon, Bass Pro Shops, Richard Childress Racing, number 3. And now we have Josh Berry, Sonny D, Stewart Haas Racing, number 4. Kyle Larson, 2021 Series champ. He's looking to win his second one this season. Let's see what he can do. And the number 5, HendrickCars.com, Hendrick Motorsports machine. Now, Brad Keselowski, team owner of Ralph Fenwick Keselowski Racing, Castro Edge, number 6 car. Can he finally win his first Daytona 500? Next up, Corey LaJoie, Chili's, Spire Motorsports, number 7. And, can he get a good run? And maybe his first win. He's a good super speedway specialist. So Barry, he's our first rookie and first guy in new places. And Kyle Busch, number 8, his own Richard Childress Racing. And then Chase Elliott, Napa Auto Parts, Hendrick Motorsports, number 9. Finished second in the 2021 Daytona 500. Can this be his day? Noah Gragson, Black Rifle Coffee, Stewart Haas Racing, number 10. He is going to be driving the number 10 car after being released from the 42 the season prior. Denny Hamlin and FedEx Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing, number 11. And this is his going for his 4th Daytona 500. Ryan Blaney, Menards Peak, Team Penske, number 12 car. He's looking to finally break through and win his first 500. He's been so close, so fast, so many times. Mahindra Tractors, Stewart Haas Racing, is number 14, Chase Briscoe. Riley Herbst making a one-off here today. Can he Get Rick Rare Racing a good run in the Monster Energy number 15. AJ Allmendinger, he will not be running full time this season in the 16 Colleague Racing Celsius machine. 17 of Chris Buescher for RFK Racing, fast and all on board with them. He's a good speedway racer. Can Truex finally win in his final full-time season in a super speedway race? Joe Gibbs Racing Bass Pro Shops 19 car. Christopher Bell, look at Daytona. The third spot has been very, very good for him, but he's just looking to be 2 spots better. Christopher Bell, DeWalt, Joe Gibbs Racing number 20 car. Alright, let's go a bit faster. Harrison Burton looking to get Wood Brothers' 100th win. Motorcraft, Dex Imaging Machine, and number 21. Joey Logano, Team Penske, Shell Pennzoil, 22 car. Bubba Wallace, McDonald's, 23XI Racing, 23. William Byron, Exalta, Hendrick Motorsports, number 24. Trying to do what he did in real life. Colleague Racing's Daniel Hemrick driving the 31 Circle Chevy. Mike McDowell, Front Row Motorsports, loves 34. Kaz Gralla will be part-time in the 36th Rudy Busch Front Row Motorsports car. Todd Gilliland, Front Row Motorsports, Generator Skills 38 car. Ryan Preece, Stewart Haas Racing's Haas Tooling 41. John Ernie Michek, he is going to be a second Cup Series season with Legacy Motor Club now, and as they've joined Toyota, and he's coming from an Xfinity Series. Legacy Motor Club, Dollar Tree 42. Now Eric Jones in the Legacy Motor Club Advent Hal 43. Tyler Reddick, Monster Energy, Monster Nasty Beast 23XI 45. Ricky Stenhouse, Carnell Boost by Kroger, JTG Racing's 47. Alex Bowman, he is going to look to get that 48 back into Daytona victory lane in the number 48 Ally Camaro. Justin Haley's Rick Rare Racing Treetop Jacob Company's 51. Ty Gibbs, Monster Energy Joe Gibbs Racing 54. David Reagan 60. Bill Submarines RFK Racing 4. Anthony Alfredo Beard Motorsports Death Wish Coffee 62. Zane Smith Spire Motorsports WeatherTech 71. He is a rookie this season. Carson Hocevar Zelger Gainbridge Spire Motorsports 77. He's also a rookie for Spire. Jimmy Johnson, one off. He's driving the Carvana Legacy Motor Club 84. And the final driver in the entry list is Daniel Suarez, Trackhouse Racing's Freeway Insurance number 99. So that is the field that you'll be seeing go around Daytona International Speedway 50 times today. Let's see who can get the job done. And who are your guys' picks to win the poll? My pick is going to have to be a Hendrick car, and my pick is going to be Alex Bowman to extend his front row streak. Let's see if he can do it. Wait, who's... Right. So, Truex, he is a pick that, let's see if Toyota can get their super speedway qualifying stuff, but there's confidence there that the 19 team found it. So, what has happened this weekend? So, we have seen the 40 car win in Daytona in the ARCA Menard series. We've seen in the Craftsman Truck Series won by Matt Crafton. The Xfinity Series earlier today was won by Austin Hill. So who's gonna be the final guy to see victory lane in Speed Weeks? So yeah, we're about to start. So it's gonna be 50 laps, 25% race. Let's get into it. We're here at Daytona. Qualifying is about to begin. Daytona 500 is now. And the fans are filing in.
Drivers, to your cars.
The drivers are being told to get to their cars for qualifying. So, the pressure and the anticipation is building for these guys, as we're about to find out who becomes the pole sitter to lead the field to the green, and it will be in a video that will be used in photos for years and years for this year's 500. So it is time to see who wins the pole. And let's see. Alright, so let's see if our predictions will be correct. Let's find out. The Daytona 500 pole is gonna go to the 5 of Kyle Larson. So Kyle Larson, he's gonna lead the field to the green. So Hendrick Motorsports has their guys leading the field. William Byron in third. Chase Briscoe starting off second. Truex was 21st. So the best Toyota will be Denny Hamlin with P4. So who is our race winning prediction? So I'm gonna go and say that it's a long race. 50 laps at Daytona can be Daytona 500 can always be. Some guys think that they gotta go right away. Some of these rookies are not very used to these longer races, so they got some stuff to go through. So I'm gonna go say this guy gets his first Daytona 500 win. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing around here. He has led many laps. He's been very close to winning. He's in a car very capable of winning it. And he isn't starting up front, and I'm gonna say someone in the middle of the field is gonna win today, and I'm gonna go with, you might be guessing it, but it's gonna be one of those RFK cars, and my pick is gonna be Brad Keselowski getting his first career Daytona 500, the 2012 champion. Alright, so who you guys picks? Alright, so we're hearing that a great pick to win from Nacho is gonna be the who is really good at Daytona. He has won a super speedway before. He is gonna be starting really well, and it's gonna be the 23 of Bubba Wallace from Joe Gibbs Racing. So who's gonna be shotgun for the field? Daniel Hemrick. So let's see what we got here in Daytona. 500 miles of all-out racing until the end. Let's see what these guys can do. Oh my, 23. So some of these guys in the back, not a lot of big names back here. Brad Keselowski, he went for more of handling. So let's see. Oh my, and it's time to begin. So Hendrick Motorsports, Stewart Haas Racing leading the field. 2311's Bubba Wallace and Denny Hamlin, William Byron over there. That's your top 5. And Alfredo with an amazing qualifying run, getting at 62 into 18th. So let's see what's gonna happen here. So it's time to run 500 miles in the Great American Race, and the field's gonna be led by one of the most popular drivers, that 5 car of Kyle Larson. So here we go.
Drivers,
here's the command.
Start your engines!
The drivers have their engines fired. It's time to go racing here in Daytona. Alright, so they're catching up to the pace car, getting ready to go green. It's time for the biggest race of the season, the Daytona 500. Being led by Kyle Larson with the whole field behind him. The fans on their feet, taking pictures and videos as they watch as their favorite drivers on track now in the first race of the season. It's been long awaited, but the NASCAR Narar Sim Series is back. Larson Briscoe lead the field to the green. Alright. And here we go. Now through 1 and 2. Larson Byron on the bottom lane. Down the back straightaway. Let's see how these guys get sorted out on lap 1. They're getting up to speed, but it takes a good amount of time to get all the way up to speed. Here at Daytona, they're reaching speeds up to 195, 200 when they get up to maximum speed. So the 5, the 24 lead the way for Hendrick Motorsports. Through 1 and 2. Now let's see who's gonna be the first to do something. We're already seeing some 3-wide racing, but these guys making it look pretty good right now. And as we see, we said that Byron makes the first move for the lead in the Daytona 500. So Hendrick Motorsports has been off to a good start, as we have our first lead change. William Byron leads the second lap. And we already have 3x3. All these guys looking to move to advance their positions early on. The top lane is rolling pretty well right now. The 24 and 5 pushing up top, with the 12 and 20 pushing on the bottom. And we got some Fords and Toyotas and getting up here as well. Let's go look further in the back, as it's been a different driver leading every single lap so far. The 71 is Zane Smith. He's all the way in the back. These cars this season are looking really well. And it's going to be a fun season with a lot of surprises, a lot of excitement, a lot of good racing is what we will be seeing. And we'll find out who our Daytona 500 champion will be, as Blaney has led his second lap. So first guy to lead multiple laps, Blaney leading the field right now. But we're gonna be seeing a lot of good battling go through the front of the field, but it's gonna be a lot of multi-groove racing as we see another move being made. But the 60 car has no help, so he's gonna have to hope someone goes with him. And let's see how RFK is doing, as we got our 4 wide battle right now, right around the top 10. So can they get this sorted out? They're just still a bit 4 wide, and it's gonna be the 3 wide now. So that was a bit interesting. So this is an aerial view from the blimp up here. We're going to see the 22 make a move on his teammate, the 2 eccentric, and Penske is locking up the field, leading them up at the front of the field. Penske is going to be trying to dominate this race early on and show their hand early and how good they're going to be, and they're going to be the cars to beat is what they're saying. So let's see what happens. Right on board with the 48 Alex Bowman here, as we're watching them very loud in the cockpit. See the rear mirror, the car right there. They got a lot of speed on RFK racing. All 3 of their cars, as he's gonna go all the way up top, pushing to the Hendrick, and now we have Logano down low. Watch how intense of the battle is. Now he says the 16 and 17 on his side, and the 19 working junior. So you cannot even see the threats right now in some of these guys. So he's gonna have to rely a lot on his spotter. So let's hear some of the spotter rating. I'm looking at the cockpit of the car, of the pace car. So a caution is out. We'll be finding out what this is for. But this could have been big because I see a lot of smoke. Alright, and this is gonna be a big crash. Oh no. So it looks like we're 4 wide through the let's see how this all starts. So the first crash this season, right here in the tri-oval, they're 4 wide, and around they go, and they collect a big amount of favorites, and there goes everyone, and wow. How does these guys are very unlucky. The 14 of Briscoe started on the front row. 5 very lucky there. But we'll be watching just to see how bad this was for some of these guys. We're just watching a bit of slow-mo. Just watching from the aerial, from the stands. Wow. So a lot of cars involved. About 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 down there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 car pile up here at Daytona. It's gonna be involving the 10, the 31, the 11, the 23, the 21, the 14. A lot of good cars, but mainly it gets the back half of the field. So we have some crashing early on. Very disappointing for these guys, wrecking on lap 9. Just Barry back there. And this basically caught up all of Stewart-Haas Racing. All 4 Stewart-Haas cars were involved in this one, which is going to be crushing for them. Just massive crash here. So that's the big one there. Let's see if these guys are gonna be able to continue. Just watch this 23. He almost got out of it with the damage he already had, but then he gets more damage from the 21 hitting him in the side. A lot of damage on the underbody, and then he gets even more on the banking. It looks like some tires blowing out. So I'm gonna say that most of this field is gonna be all right, and that it was just a little bump in the road we saw earlier today in the Xfinity cars, which are not as strong as these. And who is gonna be the leader right now? It might be, oh, it's Bell. So I believe this is after pit stops, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure they can all make it to the end. I don't think Jimmy Johnson made it to the race. I'm pretty sure someone didn't get in this race. 7, 8, 9, 10. pretty sure someone did not make it. I'm not sure, but there should be 40 cars. So they're back. The double file. Zane Smith, who started back at the rear of the field with Daniel Hemrick. And it's going to be... Oh, so the 16 of Allmendinger, I guess. He was unable to start the race with some sort of issue. So that's kind of why I saw him. He was starting in front of Hocevar, and that's why there's a gap between him and the car in front. So Hocevar, so the Allmendinger, and the 4 of Barry are going to have... Allmendinger will be your first DNF, but we're back green. Bell leading the field. So Allmendinger, your first DNF, who didn't even get to start the Daytona 500. Very unlucky. And the 4 of Barry is going to have to be 3 laps down and hope for a lot of things to go his way, as there is, I believe there is a lucky dog. I'm not too sure, but there might be. But we'll just be watching this battle. So my pick for the win was the 6 car. Let's see how he's doing. These guys do not seem to be too far off the pace. So the 6 is running around like 20th. 16th it says, so it's probably a bit further back. But so 18th. So the field, they are all pretty well intact. All 39 remaining cars. They all have some sort of decent pace. But we have RFK leading the field. 17, 16 out front right now. Ford controlling the 2 lines at the front of the field. Fastest lap brought to you by the Narar Cup Series Roblox. So the fastest lap is the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Logano right there. It's a lot of very quick lap times, as we have 3 wide now for the lead, as Chastain's going to make it 3 wide in the middle. The 38 in the middle with no help, but maybe will this 20 go down below with the 38, as we see the 24 William Byron all the way down low in the middle is 3 wide. And will Bowman go with the 38 or the 1? I would say he would go with the 1, his Chevy teammate. But they're going to leave the RFK cars to dry out the top. The 1's going to be blocking, leading his first laps of the day. Slowest lap today is going to be by Denny Hill in a 46 to 8.8. And the whole field in the pack, the furthest guy back is the 21 Harrison Burton. So for those of you that were betting on the 23 winning this race, you still have a good amount of hope, as he's still competing at a high level. You see him back there with Briscoe and those guys that were involved in that accident. But it takes some time to make it up through the field, as we'll be right back from Daytona, as our sponsors are the Narar 4, NASCAR, and Formula 1 Racing, and Narar. Season 2 beginning very soon, as what just happened to the field, as Bell has blown up. Christopher Bell with massive issues. I saw the whole pack was slowing down, and I thought the big one has had struck. But right in front of, and he is gonna go slide up into the wall to avoid wrecking anyone. So Christopher Bell out of this race. He had a really good car. That is gonna be very bad for that 20 team. They're very upset. This is what he said. Beep. Why does this always happen in these big races? These engines suck, man. Bro, why can't we just look very deep into these things? You know, what is wrong with our stuff? Why can't we just fix these engines, man? I'm done with you guys. Christopher Bell very upset. And the field is completely separated. So this is the second pack. This is the further back pack. Actually, this is the rest of the pack. Actually, there might be one more pack. Yeah, so there's 3 big packs. So the caution may come out, may or may not come out. But we'll just see how far back they are. So 77 guys, they're 3.7 seconds back. We'll throw a caution if they can't gain in about a lap. If they don't gain in the next lap or 2. So this is our time to throw for the commercials. So we'll be waiting to see if the caution will come out. And the gap right now is going to be about like 5 seconds, probably. Alright, they gained some time. And these guys back here, they gained. Alright, they're gaining. Alright, so this is brought to you by the Instacart Sim Series. They're in Season 2. And their next up is Phoenix for the Cup Series. And who's going to can Blaney defending Phoenix winner go back to back, or will Hamlin or Bubba Wallace get the job done in Phoenix? We'll find out in next Instacart Sim Series race at Phoenix Raceway. So there you have it. So we're just gonna see these guys chip away at the lead. Caution probably will come out around lap 30, but we're about midway into this thing, and Hamlin, he's actually flying. New fastest lap of this race is going to go to the 36, a 46.394. So fast laps happening right now, and this race is going to be in a bit of a loop right now. 54 leading over the 9 in the second pack. It's basically about the rest of the field. So that's going to be about a big gain now. It's going to be down to it's about a tenth a lap. But once they get to about a 2 seconds or lower, they will have some massive draft, and things will be looking really good for them. So, they pitted around lap 10 or so, 12. Let's see if that can make it to the end. We saw some guys make it all the way to the end of the Xfinity race, running 40 laps. But if they could make it to the end, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't pit then. So it's going to be about a now 3.24 second gap. So there will be a caution midway through this race. So let's see who's gonna get back to the line next time by. As it's a 7-car breakaway after the 20 car had an engine failure. I'm not sure. He might be back on the racetrack. If no, he's not. He had a header issue. But will they gain any time on the leaders? Let's see if they gain no more than 2/10. They only gain about a tenth. So yeah, caution is out, and the field is told to back down as RFK is leading. So this is going to be the midway break of this race for these guys. As you see, a big move. Ross Chastain is going to try and go. This is going to be a big battle to see who can lead with the caution. They're going all out. Blaney's going to be at the back of this pack, and Chris Buescher is going to be leading coming across the line. Chris Buescher, he's going to be out front at Daytona as we enter the second half of this race. Good stuff, and this will be heading into your mid-race report. So we'll go skipping a bit to when we're about to do pit stops as the field's in. So we'll be going back there with our pole sitter to the 5 so we can see what goes on. We're actually go all the way in pit lane 1 so we can see in a bit. And we see what happens off the exit of the pit lane. So, mid-race report. A lot of guys have some comfortable. All of these guys are pretty good with their cars. The 17's gonna be the first guy out. So these are the race off pit road. 5's gonna be right there. So mid-race report. A lot of good cars. Anybody can win this, and there's still a lot of guys left in this game. All 37 cars on the lead lap to be exact. And I wouldn't be shocked if any of these guys win. But will we see another caution? We saw a big wreck early of 10 cars, a quarter of the field involved, and we have about 3 cars that you could just say are not going to win this thing. So that is not a lot after halfway at Daytona. But then again, there's still a lot of time left for anything to happen. There can be chaos coming very soon. So they're all sorting out their positions, where they're going to be right now. And this race started about 30 minutes ago. So they've been worn out. They're getting locked in. They've been running laps, and the Toyotas, are they worried about any header issue happening to them? So that big crash early on, we'll be looking out for a 4 wide action to see if that may cause another a concern and a caution. And we have 3 cars that stayed out. That's 12, 11, 22. So, what kind of strategy are those guys gonna play? Are they just gonna do what think they can make it to the end? Because I wouldn't say. I know those are 3 of the smartest teams in the garage area, so they must know something. But I feel like the rest of the field played it safe. But these guys, they are not afraid to throw a bit of strategy into this. So, a lot of good battling as well. Prediction coming into the day was we're going to be seeing a photo finish coming across the line. There is no way we don't of how amazing the day has gone. So it's been a fantastic Great American Race up to this point. It has been full of favorites, and the fans on their feet again to see another restart. The pace car has the lights off. The field's double file. And we're on the front stretch. So the green flag is waving. We're coming near the restart zone. Pace cars back in. The green flag back in the air. We're back green and the Daytona 500. Hearing these cars roar on the get up to speed lap. Hamlin's gonna get taken 3 wide on the top. Logano's gonna be leading. The 60's gonna be pushing up. And now the 60 is gonna go down to the bottom side of the 22. And 3 wide behind the leaders. Larson, great restart. The 17 of Chris Buescher, and not having what he would like. The fun is picking up here at Daytona. Kyle Larson leading now. What a restart, and Hendrick Motorsports, Team Penske, they have been the show today. Watching down the backstretch, see all these cars. You can see the entire field down the backstretch, and how close the field really is. It's about 2 seconds separating first to the last car on the lead lap. Saw some debris flying there. The 24-5 pushing each other along, trying to separate themselves from the pack, and they're going to see if the tandem draft can work for them. And it's going to be Chevy up front now, but Toyota is going to try and retake that from them. And we see a bunch of manufacturers up here, but we're seeing a kind of big bit of a separation as did something happen, as we see the 14 and these guys back here, they're falling off from the lead pack, and these are not some of the fastest cars. So let's see if they can hang back on, and they're about a whole second off the pace. So it's about 21 car pack. So 2.3 seconds off is the 3 car. We'll be keeping an eye out for them. But now, we haven't been focusing on the leaders. Larson and Byron have been caught, and the 54 is going to make the move now for the race lead. And I've been talking a lot because this has been a very entertaining race. And the 23 and 3 pushing, but 23 has some damage. They gaining a bit of time, as little time that you could possibly gain. 1,000th of a second. 100th of a second. So they're making some gains, but they're not doing everything they want. So William Byron now is going to be clear from the 19 all the way in the bottom. 54 is going to clear the 19 also. And the 45, he's going to try and push the 24. So 2311 Racing is kind of a bit of an issue right now, as they do not have their teammate in Bubba Wallace right now, as he's in the second pack. That they're gaining a bit of time right now, but I wouldn't say that anybody except these guys up here are the favorites, because they have been the guys making these moves up at the front of the pack. But we'll be looking at they're closing up on the leaders back there. But the 24 and the and the 54th Ty Gibbs. They're gonna be leading the field right now, and that's kind of what they're trying to do to the end of this thing, and they just want to stay up there until long as possible. And if I wouldn't mind to be at the back of this 21 car pack. Now, the guys back there lost some time, but we're 3 wide down the back stretch. And Truex is gonna be making the move, and we'll see them back there. So half the pack. It's about a half split pack, and Truex is gonna clear him up now. So these guys, they want to just push, and hope they can't catch. And the 19 gonna lead that lap, very close throughout. And the guys battle the whole top 21. They're all stacked up. This is what we would see right with like 3 to go after all of these guys will be here with everybody basically gone. And this would be like the whole field of competitive cars after the big one. So Truex is going to be running high. Kyle Busch, he's going to be on the bottom now, leading that lane. But 19 of Martin Truex Jr. is going to be the guy making some moves now. The gap now is 2.41 for the 77. The biggest gap it's been in a while. It's me, because how far out the leaders are. The leader is, so just look at how tight the whole entire front pack is. Time to see what happens, but it's fun right now watching these guys make these moves. As Truex, he was a pick for the pole, but they have brought the race pace at the moment, and they got what it takes to win, and that's what they're showing. So let's go watch in the next pack. I was very shocked that they're not the ones with all the speed. The 84 Jimmy Johnson, he is not anywhere near these guys. But these are the guys, about 10-15 cars. They're all pushing real well. They're all in a pretty organized manner, and they're not gaining anything. And they're losing time. But I would say none of these guys are favorites, other than that 23, maybe the 99. But they're gonna have hope for a caution. They're gonna have to push each other. But these guys, they still got a lot of shots left, because they could just do. Like right now, I would make any move I can make any move I want, because I'm not going anywhere further back than 20th. So that is the kind of mindset these guys are going to have, because they know that they can move their way back up. But they can't if it's 2x2, because we haven't seen a bunch of passing for the lead when it's 2x2, because the 19 has been able to block the lanes. And I'm going to say that backpack is out of it, so LaJoy, he is going to have himself a good run. But the top 10 receive points. Truex leading, lap 42 now. So it's coming down to the wire. So Hendrick Motorsports, Team Penske, Joe Gibbs Racing, they got their guys where they want to be. Gibbs has lost one in the 20 car. Very tragic. Blown engine, the Toyota Special. But no one is going to catch these top 21 as the 19 of Truex is going to have to hold on till the end here. And look at the beautiful sky. Ty Gibbs just hoping for anything. And glory is what is on his mind. Daytona 500 champion, Ty Gibbs. That is what is up for grabs. Ty Gibbs has won the Daytona 500 in the old Narar Sim Series. Can he do it in the new? And can pick Brad Keselowski win? It was a lot of thought went into that pick. And as we see, the 54 Ty Gibbs was unable to block the 8 of Kyle Busch. And now the 8 is going to have to be working with the 6. So the 6 and the 8 on the bottom lane. They're going to be pushing up to the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. on the bottom lane. And the 54 is clear of the 8. So there isn't enough energy in the pack. The 24, what a move. He's going to make a move to the bottom lane. And he's going to power his way into second. And across the line, Truex. He's been leading a lot of laps. He might be leading the most. But can he lead the final one? 5 laps remaining. If he can lead the rest of this race, he will be getting a Daytona 500 trophy and a Super Speedway win at that. But the 24 with an amazing move. The 54 does the exact same thing to the 8. And we see the 24 gonna try and win the Daytona 500. It's coming all down to the wire. Who's going to win the Great American Race? The 24 of Byron out front. 4 laps remaining. 21's cars are battling for the Daytona 500. Who's it going to be?
I've just got one thing for Nacho real quick. I've just handed someone a timeout because they keep swearing at me. They were full on hardcore just having a go at me for no reason.
Byron, Gibbs, Truex, Hamlin. So 3 Toyotas behind Byron going for it. All the Daytona 500. Biggest race of the season. Who's it gonna be? 3 laps remaining. At Daytona. Byron out front. Can he hang on? Let's see what these guys can do. Will there be another caution? Will there be a 3rd caution in this race? Will we see an overtime to start the season? But it's been about a 20 lap run to the checkered flag. coming to 2 laps to go. Fastest lap, the 22, Joe Logano, and Denny Hamlin right behind him. Logano, he's at the back of this pack, but Hamlin is going to try and win his 4th Daytona 500. Can he do it? But can Byron get the job done? Ty Gibbs, he just needs to clear the 19, but there isn't enough energy right now, and they haven't been able to make anything happen. And that move that the 24 of Byron made might be the move that wins him a Daytona 500. William Byron coming off through 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag. Hendrick Motorsports looking to win another Daytona 500. But for the final time, we're going to have 1 lap to go at Daytona. This is it. Ty Gibbs, can he do anything about William Byron? Can Truex do anything about him? As they come down the backstretch, it looks like Hamlin might be out of fuel. This might give Gibbs what he has, as it's a single file, but Hamlin out. And the 24 of Byron leads the field. It looks like the guys that stayed out are out of fuel. And it's going to be 400 cars in the top 10. William Byron is going to be the Daytona 500 winner. William Byron wins the Daytona 500 over Ty Gibbs. Let's go, boys. We did it. Thank you, everybody. Let's go win a championship. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I can't believe we did it. Wow. Byron wins it. As the field runs out of fuel, just like in real life, William Byron wins the Daytona 500. And he did it. He did it. He is gonna be locked into the playoffs. That's the last thing he's thinking right now. An amazing photo right here with the 24 victorious. So this is what the top 10 is gonna be. So the top 10 here in Daytona is gonna be Byron, Gibbs, Gillen the third. What a finish! Truex 4th, Elliott 5th, Chastain 6th. Elliott 5th, Chastain 6th, Larson 7th, Bowman 8th, and we have Reagan 9th and Tyler Reddick in 10th. So Toyota was unable to get it done. But Hendrick Motorsports with an amazing day, and they got their man into victory lane. The fans on their feet. Austin Hill, William Byron to get the job done, just like in real life. Unbelievable. So this picture is gonna be the best one for this 24 Hendrick Motorsports with an outstanding day in the points. So best lap can be confirmed was by Joe Logano, but let's just go play through. Watch everyone else cross the line. So disappointment for these guys. Hamlin and the 7 run out of fuel there late. So Hamlin, he's looking for a top 5. Did not get what he wanted, but Hendrick wins the pole, wins the race. And let's go look. The Daytona 500 is complete. I don't know why that isn't working. Is it here? 10:34. It's 10:38. 4:30. All right. So yeah, it's there. Oopsies. I do not. When did I get Oprah GX? I do not remember ever getting that. Can I just close this? This guy's. So most laps are gonna. So most laps led Brian Blaney and William Byron both led 11. So Byron won stage 2. We don't really any stages. It was about 50-minute race. It's about 51 minutes to be exact. And the most green flag passes. Let's go look. So 36 right now is the most I've seen for Bowman. Now most I'm seeing is 38 for Buescher. 37. So most green flag passes is gonna be 38. Who has the most quality passes is gonna be Todd Gilliland with 29, and tied with Chris Buescher at 29. Some of these guys did not even reach the top 10, top 15 at any time in this race. Biggest mover was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Great day for him. So most stage points earned is stage points don't really matter, but B. Chastain and Reagan, they had amazing races. They're not even full time. So laps led 11 for Byron, 2 for Gibbs. So the field, Hamlin, Logano, and Ryan Blaney. I'm pretty sure he took one. Yeah, Blaney, Logano. One stop. and Hamlin. Everyone else. Barry, don't know how he made it on no stops. Don't know how that's possible. Bell made on, well, he finished St. Smith 1 stop. But this thing kind of got all changed after 22nd on back kind of fell apart, fell back, and they went all the way. They fell like a rock there at the end, 40 seconds, 7 seconds back. So disappointing for them. And hybrid.
Hi, Joshua.
So Byron won the 500.
Yep, bye-bye.
What? What's your team?
I forgot.
Let me see. Your team is RFK. So I had RFK winning. Kozlowski finished 16th. Busher finished 17th. They're all, and Reagan finished 9th. So they're all in the lead pack. Not too bad.
Is Nacho dead right now?
He's muted.
Yeah, is he dead?
No.
Nacho's so preppy.
I thought Truex would be the most swapped. So 15 lead changes in the 500. Good amount. A lot happened early. But it's time to burn it down. William Byron. I'm very happy with this race. Actually, I don't need this race. I already got those other results. So, William Byron from Charlotte, North Carolina is going to be Daytona 500 champion. I kind of wish I used one of these schemes. Are you kidding me? I can't use any of them? Alright, there it is. Gonna be testing and Byron, your 500 champion. The crew, Byron's gonna congratulate them. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for the great stops. Thank you for the great calls. Thank you for everything you guys did for me and for this team. I couldn't have done any of this without you guys. So glad you guys are my crew. And you guys all deserve this as much as anyone. So let's have some fun. We're Daytona 500 champs. Here's from Byron. We're very happy right now. We're gonna do a Polish victory lap. Across the grandstand. Start the celebration. Byron hits the wall bit. why Byron was celebrating. Celebrate through the grass. Byron. What a celebration from the 24 of William Byron. That was a long one. Byron had himself some fun here. A long celebration, making a bit of contact. What a race. Can't wait to see you guys out at Atlanta next week. He's burning it to the ground. Every little last bit of this car remaining. Alright.